Alright, here it is, turn 150, and we are going to take out the Guardian. It is on the other side of the galaxy. That was very inconvenient. I probably could have done this earlier. I got my colony ship already ready. Unfavorable, that's not actually true. I'm going to play this tactically. It'd be kind of neat if it showed all your ships jumping in here instead, and pop goes the Guardian. Alright. Pause the game to start with. I'm going to assign a bunch of control groups so I can do this a little bit easier. For the most part, I'm going to spend this entire round pausing and unpausing this. I'm going to try and spread out my groups here so that the missiles from Dauntless do not all track onto one group simultaneously. You have to do a lot of micro when you're fighting the Guardian. Make sure that you have Enable AI turned off, otherwise you're going to be regretting this battle quite a bit as all your junk tries to just rush it. That is no good. Alright, starting this up. Get those over there. I'll probably have this group try to attack the Guardian first. Once I get those guys a little bit more spread out first. As I was saying earlier, the Guardian has Dauntless guidance, so all the missiles that it fires will try to track onto different ships. The more spread out you get your groups, the easier it is for you to preserve your numbers. As you can see, the Guardian is chasing this center group right now, so you'll want to try to keep your ships as far outside the Guardian's range as possible, particularly the beam weapons, because all the Guardian's weapons get a 16.5 range bonus to its weapons. Your versions of these weapons will not have as much range. For example, your missiles will have less range than its beams. However, I'm using torpedoes here. So Xeon missiles are mostly what you have to worry about because they outrange your torpedoes, or at least they're going to outrange my torpedoes, by about 6 units. So I'm going to have to dance outside the range of the Guardian here to actually kill it. Alright, so let's get this party started. Probably get these two groups in on the action as well. That one's already firing. Alright. Now that these have fired their payload, I'm going to back them off. So we're going to sequentially back these off as I see these little flashes of light indicating that the torpedoes are firing. Alright, everything back here is good. You want to try and keep it outside the range of those death rays. That'll really screw you up if you're trying this strategy. I started this battle with about 40 frigates, and I'll probably end it with about 20 or 30, depending on how well I manage to micro this. You'll definitely lose them all if you just charge them in. So you see the first volley of Xeon missiles are coming out. Back these two groups off. Doing a little pause here, using the spacebar on PC to start the action, stop the action, look around, and move it again. Asteroids can sometimes present a little bit of a problem, but proton torpedoes will pretty much overpower any one of them. You want to make sure that you got at least a relatively clear shot. You don't want to hit a bunch of rocks coming in here. You can actually use the asteroids to your advantage a little bit to try and stop the Xeon missiles. That's not going to be the case this time, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think I got everything handled up here. Should have those stay in and off just a bit. And probably lose 2 or 3 frigates down here. What's going to happen is Xeon missiles are going to hit a couple of these and then fly off to the other side as the Guardian and retargets a couple of other ships. It's kind of weird how this works. See the anti-missile rockets going in there. It's going to be the first wave. It's probably going to take another wave of torpedoes before I can manage to take down the shields of this thing. As you can see, we're losing a couple here. Xeons actually didn't peel off this time because they didn't kill enough. As you can see, I took a hit there from the death ray. I'm a little bit too close here. That shouldn't be a problem. Gotta bring these back in again. You want to keep sort of a mind of which groups have fired and which ones haven't. See that these are firing. I'm going to back these off now. Don't want to get too close. Generally, I want to try to keep just enough distance to not have those death rays firing at my ships. It looks like they've almost worked down the shields on the Guardian. the next wave of Zeons. These torpedoes will probably take care of the Guardian pretty well. I'll have these guys be close, but not so close that they're going to be a problem. As you can see, the Zeons are peeling way off in another direction rather than hitting these. That's advantageous for us. Guardian's taking a fair bit of damage. It's about half health right now. These guys are getting a little bit close there. I'll bring these groups back. The Zeons are doing their work up here. That group of torpedoes is heading off. These guys have almost dumped their load. Backing them off again. Alright. Zeons are blowing up all that group. That's unfortunate, but not a big deal. This thing's almost dead. This will probably finish off the Guardian. And if that doesn't, these guys will. Yeah, there it goes. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose a lot of this group because of the victory screen. Waiting for that to hit. As you can see, easy peasy. That's the end of the Guardian. I'm going to skip this because that's going to take forever. Yep, I've defeated the Guardian. Here's all the free tech.
Thanks to our scrutineers.
Update my crappy stuff. And then the money shot.
And so the Belrothi Empire laid claim to Orion, placing all of its riches and all of its secrets under the protection of the Hag.